talk to you guys because I have an announcement to make. I'm really grateful for what playing professionally and what League of Legends and TSM has really given me. When I first started playing professionally, I was a depressed kid in Denmark, and I was really just, League of Legends was just an escape from the hard times I was having at school especially. And in my first couple of years, I was really just playing to stay out of school because I knew that if I didn't make it, I would have to go back because you have to finish high school, especially in Denmark. And yeah, the person I am today is through this job and through this career, and I think it's been a great way for me to grow and learn a lot of things, have a lot of hardships, have a lot of success. And after playing professional League of Legends for about 8 years and playing for TSM for, I think, close to 6, I'm here to talk about the fact that I'm retiring as a professional player and stepping into the head coach role for TSM. It probably comes as a shock to a lot of you guys, and I especially don't want it to seem like this is a sudden reaction to our poor Worlds run. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and especially in this last year. I almost even committed to the change in between spring and summer, but I really wanted to have a good season before becoming a coach. And there's just a lot of aspects of when you're a leader and when you're a veteran on the team, you end up doing a lot of coaching while you're playing. And I always really enjoyed that aspect, and I enjoyed helping the team be on the same page, helping the team be at their best, play well together, help individuals improve and flourish. But it was always a bit of a side project because ultimately, as a pro player, you have to focus on yourself first and foremost and your own performance. So I always had to kind of leave it up to whoever was working with the team to do those things. But I think just as I've gotten older and as I've been playing longer, now it just feels like a good time to really step into that role full time and see what I can do when those projects are truly my responsibility. I even feel like kind of saying the word retirement doesn't really feel like it fits because I don't really feel like I'm retiring. I'm still going to be a competitor in League of Legends, and with TSM I'm just changing the role. I'm not going to be actively playing on stage during the matches, but I still feel like I'll be competing and I'll be working every day towards the same goal, which is winning North America, doing well at Worlds, ultimately winning Worlds. And yeah, it's just about doing it from a new standpoint, a new perspective, and I'm really excited to have just a lot of new goals to work with. Even though we obviously had an extremely disappointing Worlds run, I was still really happy and proud that we brought a trophy to you guys again after kind of a drought of not having any for a while, and my hope is just that I can continue to do that, but from a different position within the team, and hopefully in the long run have more of an impact from the coaching side than I did it even as a player.
Bjergsen, dejligt at se dig med her.
TSM cement themselves as the greatest team North America has ever seen, and they are once again your North American champions. Yeah, the TSM Bjergsen!
Thank you guys for supporting me and the team. I know this is probably not what a lot of you expected, but I hope that you'll continue to support me in this new role. I can't promise that I'm going to be the perfect coach right away, and I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, but I hope that you guys know me and that you know my mindset, and that every day I'm going to do my best to improve, even if I fail, even if I make mistakes. And I hope that in the long run I can be the best head coach that TSM can ever find.
Wow. Shit, man. Wow. Holy. That is crazy, guys. Jesus. Well, first and foremost, I think he's going to do a great fucking job. Really, really good job. I hear nothing but good about Bjergsen. And he has a very, very inspirational mentality. And the fact, in a lot of cases when this happens, you have players moving into coaching positions when their player careers are over. But Bjergsen still, regardless of how you view the world's run, the man made massive bits in the NALCS. And if he wanted to be a player, he could continue. But the man is choosing to make this decision while he's still good enough to compete at the highest level in his league. Which tells to me that he wants this, He wants this, he's ready for this, he's thought about this. And that's super, super good. That's a very, very good sign in my eyes. In a lot of cases, you have players getting pushed into that position when they are not good enough to compete anymore. But this is fantastic. I wish the man the best of luck. I wish the man a lot of success too. I think this is a very, very intriguing move. This is super, super exciting for TSM. And keep in mind, this man has seen all the good and all the bad. This man has had experience in so many different tournaments, so many different states, so many different teams, so many different environments, and that is going to transfer well into his coaching role. And I think that's great, He has repeatedly, won and conquered the LCS, so the man knows the issues of it, And in a time where we're talking about culture and problems with culture, maybe Bjergsen is going to be the solution for TSM and a partial solution to some of the issues in North America. I'm going to watch this very closely, but I am super, super excited for him. Super, super excited. This is crazy news and quite emotional, honestly. I think, I remember back in season 2, this is a very, very old story, but I played with him for a little while. And he was a very, very shy guy back then, Very, very shy. And what's cool, I remember running into him, facing him for the first time. He transferred from EU Nordic East to EU West, and I faced off against him. His name, I believe, was XL Bjergsen. XL Bjergsen, and the man played Cassiopeia, and he had a mean Anivia. I think he was inspired by Froggen, like everyone else at the time. He had a mean Anivia, and the way he played Cassiopeia, he took a big shit on me. And I was like, this is the guy. I was in Western Wolves at the time, and I wanted to replace Tabs with Bjergsen. Tabs was a very good mid laner back then, but Tabs was very childish and borderline toxic within the team. It was a very long time ago, right? Everyone was toxic. I was very toxic. Everyone was different, right? So don't cancel anyone, right? And my idea was to bring in Bjergsen, and my team agreed. But then at the end of the day, my team chose to side with Tabs, and I was let go from the team, and there was no story with Bjergsen in the mid lane, and that was an oof. Then eventually, of course, I made Team Solo Mebdi, and Bjergsen is too nice to be in Team Solo Mebdi. Yeah, I got ditched, guys, but it was alright. It was alright. I made Team Solo Mebdi, and we were doing good. Tabs was on Millennium. He didn't qualify. Tabs on Millennium actually lost against Copenhagen Wolves, but Bjergsen was too young to play that qualifier. And that's where the official quote where he says, "So fuck you, Bjergsen," because Bjergsen thought they were going to get stomped by Millennium. So that's Karma has a way to spin its wheel, right? Anyhow, what a career, and it's going to continue. I'm excited about that. I want to bring in the conversation back to